Please stand and place your right hand over your heart for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and please remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner.
Thank you. Please have a seat. Here is our first speaker, Reina Soriano.
Good morning, class of 2024. Good morning, faculty. Good morning, family. Good morning, friends. My name is Reina Soriano, and well, today's a big day, you guys. May 31st, 2024. We're graduating. How do you feel? Happy? Nervous? Sad? A little bit of everything? Personally, I'm feeling it all. But I want to assure you, whatever emotions are running through you right now, you are not alone. When Ms. Jensen told us that we were going to be writing a speech, I didn't know what to do. She told us to think of a message that we wanted to share. My mind was blank. Nothing would work. It was either too cliche, or maybe it was too much and too personal. She told me to write down the things that helped me in middle school, the bits of advice that I wanted to share with all you guys, my peers. So, I thought of 3 main pieces of advice that got me through these years. 1. As I sat in my first period ELA class, my brain cells working harder than ever before, I tried to think of just one piece of advice. I was thinking about the mountains of old assignments in my Google Classroom when I remembered one from the very beginning of 7th grade. One that Miss Jensen herself gave me in our second period exploratory English class. Faking it until you make it. There was a video that we had to watch in preparation for a speech that we were giving. In it, a wonderful woman taught the world how to get through hardship without anyone even knowing that you were facing it. When times get tough, I think back to that very moment, sitting in the back of Ms. Jensen's class. She told me to fake it until I made it. She told me that if you fake it enough, it will become habit. It will become second nature. You won't even have to think about it, and that will take you places. Now it's time for advice number 2. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I would be lying if I said that I got through middle school all by myself. You have to put in the work, and sometimes you can't do that all on your own. I want to thank all of my teachers for everything that they do for us, but I have some special shout-outs. Mr. Dave, you were an amazing teacher, trail leader, and trivia partner. If you know, you know. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. I don't know where she is, but I hope she knows. Anyways, you have taught me so much. I will always remember how you screamed when you saw that fake spider. I'm sorry I laughed, but who am I kidding? It was pretty funny. Mr. Pella, I hope that you can hear me. Thank you for teaching me how to thrive on stage. You changed my life. Also, thank you to my parents, my brother, and my friends, especially the ones who have stuck by since kindergarten. That's you, Izzy, Matthias, and Lucas. These people have all taught me valuable lessons, and without them, there is no way I would be where I am today. Now, last but not least, number 3. Never, ever change for someone else. I have a friend. She is one of the best people that I know. But she doesn't see this in herself, and it breaks my heart. Because I know how beautiful she is, inside and out. She constantly worries about other people's opinions, but never her own. I wonder when she and every person in this room will be comfortable and confident with who they are. Maybe some won't ever, but I hope that this message will help at least a few. You are the most important person in your life. Sure, you have your parents, you have your teachers, and your friends, but they all have one thing in common. They can leave. You can't. So please, don't change yourself for other people. If you are you, you will attract the people who will stay. If your friends came to you because of the person that you made up, the character that you are playing, they don't know who you truly are. So be you. And so this wraps up my speech. But before I leave, thank you for this amazing middle school journey, and congratulations to the class of 2024. And please welcome our next speaker, Angel Ramirez.
Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Angel Ramirez Arango, and it is a pleasure to have the opportunity to share my words with all of you today. Forgive me if you don't understand some words, and I will forgive you for pretending like you're listening to my speech. Today, we close the stage of childhood, and we welcome one of the biggest changes we have been able to have so far. I came to this country 3 years ago, leaving my family, the life that my mom constructed with a lot of effort, and my lifelong friends. I convinced my mom to come to this country with the dream of learning English. And look at me now, giving my speech to hundreds of people. Looking back on my first day here at Crittenden as a 6th grader, it was a day full of nerves. I felt insecure and incapable, and to top it off, many people made fun of the way I dressed and the way I spoke. Today, I'm a different person, with a positive outlook on the world we live in. I have learned what perseverance is. I learned how to put myself in a safe environment where I'm in control of my actions. Lastly, the great importance of wisdom. I learned that knowledge is significant and we should not leave it aside. Today in my memory remain wonderful moments, like the day when I was hit with a ball on my head, the day when my friends spilled chocolate milk on my shoes, and the day when I fell fast asleep in class. I will miss every single person who was a part of my life this year. Those people who gave meaning to my life, like Luciana, Julia, and Juliana. Those people like Nicole who were there for me whenever I needed them. And my mother, who taught me that there will be things that I will be good at and things that I will fail at. But I should always try my best, because effort is worth more than a first place. I thank all the principals, counselors, secretaries, and custodial staff for keeping us in a safe place. I thank all the teachers for waking up every morning to teach us a new day of class, especially Miss Hai, for patiently helping me improve my math skills. Mr. Newman, for introducing us to the reality of the world. Ms. Jensen, for dedicating her time to guide us on an excellent academic path. And Mr. Arson, for putting up with the cold and the heat every morning to help us hone our physical abilities. Most of all, I thank myself for not giving up. Finally, I encourage all the students present that if you want to be more productive, you need to become the master of your minutes. That you don't have to be a genius to succeed. All you need is perspective and a dream. Because as William Shakespeare said, we know what we are, but not what we may be. Congratulations to all the graduates today, especially to the students who come from other countries, who had to endure struggling, but found that in the end, it was all worth it to make it to this amazing day. Thank you. Please welcome our principal, Mrs. Flores Haike.
It feels really difficult to follow those amazing student speakers, but here I go. Good morning, Board of Trustees, Superintendent Rudolph, parents, friends, Crittenden staff, and most importantly, good morning to our 8th grade graduates on this very, very important day. I am delighted to be here with you. My 8th grade promotion ceremony was way back in the 20th century, but the principal gave a speech about choices in life, and I still remember her message. And since I'm here now, about to give you a similar speech, that message is coming full circle. Her simple yet impactful message was that so much of the outcome of our lives depends on seemingly insignificant choices that we make. Young people often wonder, how will I know what choices to make? The answer is simple, but not always easy. Think about what's important to you. Figure out what makes you happy. And imagine the life that you want to create for yourself. Should I play my video game or should I study for my big test? Should I do my workout or should I stay on the couch? Should I take one class or should I just say, forget it, if my schedule only allows me to fit in one class at a time? Small, daily steps toward a goal will help you get there. I recently read the book titled Atomic Habits by James Clear. In his book, he says, making a choice that is 1% better or 1% worse seems insignificant in the moment. But over the span of moments that make up a lifetime, these choices determine the difference between who you are and who you could be. Success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-the-lifetime transformations. Please realize that you have the power to make those daily choices. You have the power to write your own agenda. Someone once told me that our lives are like a movie. You're the star of the movie, but you're also the director and the producer of the movie. So produce and direct a life that you're proud of, a life that you love. Write a script that you love. I hope that your life movie is an amazing, successful blockbuster. I wish you all the very best that life has to offer, great health, fulfilling success, and deep, deep happiness. So, go make your movie. I can't wait to see it. Congratulations, graduates. I would love to introduce our next student speaker to the stage, Uriel Lopez Velasco.
Good morning, and welcome students, parents, teachers, and friends. I'm honored to be in this position today where I can give a speech and talk about the experience of Crittenden Middle School. My name is Uriel Lopez Velasco, and although every student in this room has had a very different experience here, I hope I speak for all of us when I say this journey here was a big part of who we are today. Looking around the room and seeing all my classmates, I could probably say that since 6th grade, none of them, not a single one, looks nor acts the same. Through either good moments or bad, we've changed because of them, and I hope none of us take that for granted. Through any achievement, we struggle. If it weren't for our guide in life, whether it's a parent, friend, or teacher, we wouldn't have made it this far. For instance, my math class was the hardest class for me. Starting 6th grade, I was placed into the advanced math class named 6.2. That year went by quickly and I didn't struggle through it, but my 7th and 8th grade years were way different. I was barely staying in that class. I wanted to drop out of the advanced class halfway through my 7th grade year, but I couldn't accept it. I couldn't accept the fact that I used to never struggle with math, and now I'm thinking about dropping out of the math class just because it was challenging. Instead, I decided to enroll Miss Waters. I enrolled her with a billion different questions each day, just so I could understand one lesson out of 100. Although sometimes I could tell she would get stressed, she would try and answer every question I had. I thought I would make her bored by the end of the year with the amount of stress I gave her. But luckily, she stuck with me and kept me on track with my class. Almost at the end of the year, she talked to me after class and told me, "My dear, never stop asking so many questions. That is what will get you far in life." This made me realize a lot about myself. It helped me realize that although someone could be faced with many challenges, anyone could overcome them. It all just depends if you decide to sit down and accept defeat or keep trying to reach your goal. I'm glad I had Miss Water for 2 years in a row. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now that I've spoken about my struggles in math, I'd like to speak about the good times at Crittenden. Crittenden is a unique school, and we're fortunate to have teachers who care about us and plan trips for us. Mr. Newman, I don't just want to thank you for teaching me. I would like to thank you for planning the Yosemite trip for 8th graders. I want you to know that's not just a trip. It's a memory. A memory everyone in 8th grade will hold deeply and look back to. Once we're old and have to start paying bills, we'll remember the time we had nothing to stress about for a whole week. We were with our friends, without parents, without chores, and most importantly, no homework. What else could we ask for? It was a great trip. Through this trip, I was able to build a bigger bond with my friends and build new friendships with my trail group. Those hikes were not easy. They were tiring and exhausting. But the best part is that we had to suffer as a whole. This suffering brought us closer together, as we never left anyone behind and kept pushing each other. I remember so clearly when we had to squeeze through a little cave and we made sure everyone made it out alive. Although we each tripped at least once, all of us lent a hand to each other whenever they needed it. What I want everyone to take from the story is that sometimes struggle and pain aren't always bad. Sometimes the outcome will turn out better than you think. And just know the pain is necessary for growth. Times like those are what makes you appreciate middle school. Although some people had different experiences than others, pushing through the challenges and overcoming them is all we could do. Despite the downs in middle school, there are always the upsides. This year at Crittenden, I made history. I became a county champion for my school. I remember being in PE class, doing a warm-up jog, when Mr. Arce put me aside and told me he wanted me to be captain of his wrestling team. I was more than thrilled, not just because I would be captain, but because Mr. Arce would coach me. I would like to thank Mr. Arce for all the hard work he made me put in, and he showed me how a true athlete is formed. A true athlete is formed through commitment and discipline, even if it's uncomfortable. As the artist Grimes once said, the need to be the best before the need to rest. This quote has pushed me to overcome challenges, and I hope it does for you too. I wouldn't be able to be my best without the support I had. Thank you, Mr. Arce, Mr. Dave, Mr. Quinn, Ms. Pearson, and Ms. Maria, my biggest supporters. In this journey, we've all struggled. But without struggle, there wouldn't be relief. Without sadness, there wouldn't be happiness. Without rejection, there wouldn't be acceptance. So when you go into high school, it is okay to be afraid. Just know that everything happens for a reason. And all the pain you will feel in high school will repay you in happiness. Thank you and congrats to the class of 2024. Now I'd like to welcome our next speaker, Valentina Gonzalez.
Good morning, students, educators, parents, and guardians, and welcome to the 2024 class promotion. I'm Valentina Gonzalez Serrato, and today marks the end of a chapter in our lives and begins a new one. Something I remember about this chapter are the field trips. I loved every single trip we had, especially the Yosemite one. It was a memorable trip. The kind of trip that gives you goosebumps when you think about it. I think I might even like hikes now. If you're in my trail group, congrats. You've made it out alive. Even when Mr. Dave doing this splits halfway up the mine, sorry, Mr. Dave. Just like in life, you never know what's gonna happen on these trips. The reason why I'm talking about field trips is to compare them to life. Just like a bus ride, life has multiple stops on our journey to our destiny, or goals. We may not know exactly where we're going, but we got in the bus and start in the cool part, the back. The first stop starts tomorrow, our summer before high school. Close, yet far from our destiny. We might be intimidated for the next 4 years of our lives, but it's important to enjoy it before summer becomes internships and summer jobs. We've all been in this bus together for the past few years, and it is bittersweet to realize that today we will be splitting up into different buses, with some of us boarding buses that might feel empty. Let's cherish this one-in-a-lifetime moments and all the memories we've made together. From Yosemite and Disneyland to Panther Day, all the athletic events, and now, our class promotion. I'm honored to have been part of this on your journey, and thank you for being part of mine. I'd like to thank Mr. Dave and Mr. Arce, as well as my mom and dad, for all the support and invaluable advice. A few weeks ago, I shared to Mr. Arce how I wish to be a fast runner, and he responded by saying that success in life isn't about speed. It's about kindness, empathy, and the goals we set for ourselves. Don't let all this talent blind you from missing out on the crucial, which is the kindness we spread and the connections we make. We are all here to celebrate how far we've come. So my advice for y'all is to visualize who you want to be. What impact do you want to have? How you want to be remembered? Are you a difference in the system, or do you change to fit into the system? 8th graders. We all have the potential to become whoever we want to be, whether it's being lawyers, designers, nurses, part of the army, politicians, or professional athletes. Whatever your dreams are, start visualizing it and start building the base to it if you haven't already. Start acting like the person you want to be once you face high school or college or adulthood. Being at Crittenden has taught me that I get to choose what I do with my life, and so do you. You can choose to be kind, choose to be great. And yes, you will fail at some point trying to get to your goal. But don't let these challenges blind you from the success you'll have if you focus. I know every single person in this room can overcome even the worst case scenarios, so please, take a moment right now to think about everything you've accomplished till now and be proud of yourselves. Because later today, you will walk in through this stage and will no longer be part of this avian bus ride. Graduates, enjoy this trip. It was a pleasure to be in the same bus as y'all for these past 2 years, and maybe we find each other at our next stop. Have a great summer, class of 2024, and gracias. And now, our next speaker, Michal Ratman.
Good morning, friends and family. Today we gather to celebrate and reminisce on our 3 years of middle school life and move on to the next 4 with joy and anticipation. I'm so excited to be part of this promotion today, as I know all my batchmates are as well. The last time we celebrated being senior most of the school, we were rewarded with a burger and fries. Or at least, it felt like we should have, since our last promotion was a drive-thru. In all seriousness, middle school was an amazing experience right from day one. I came into 6th grade feeling like everyone really cared about me, because every single morning, my parents filled out the OK to reopen form confirming that I was well enough to come to school. I was a member of an exclusive club that shared their thoughts, the time, Miss Waldman's hand sanitizer, and the air we breathed. An elite group, 6.2, advanced math, nasal swab pool. As a school, we had perks very few students had before. Total anonymity on account of having the lower half of our faces covered, and an al fresco lunch and snack. By 7th grade, things started to change. The masks were gone and I saw my friend Chintan's chin for the first time ever. Coding 2 debuted at our school because we were persistent and the school valued our requests. We became pioneers with this new class. My other elective was music. Ever since I was in 2nd grade, my parents have made me learn how to play the piano. I'm not really sure if they planned it this way, but my trajectory as a student, my mediocre piano skills, much enhanced by Miss Miata, and the school finally allowing trips, all coalesced into one perfect middle school union.
Sophie Adamides. Brittany Alvarez. Giovanni Jr. Amaya. Bijan Alonzo Amiri. Ida Christina Anderson. Eileen Jaleesa Angel. Regina Arias Cabrera. Alexander Asmanoff. Leora Riva Avrahami. Nico Bala. Leor Isaac Ballin. Varvara Balbukova. Evan Adventure Dorora Barat. Abigail Savando Bartolo. Luciana Becerra Peña. Tyrus Ayala Bode. Julia Borges Salas Moreno.